Hey everyone, it's me, the Amazing World of Autistic Fanboy 2002 here. Today, before I jump into this review, yes, this is me doing a review on Devil May Cry. Many of you will be wondering, I thought you were going to do your review on Accountant 2. Now, don't worry, my review on Accountant 2 is still coming. I just fancy reviewing Devil May Cry. Not to be confused with Devil May Cry, the animated series. That's a different Devil May Cry series, which is an anime. Yeah, Devil May Cry is an anime. And not only it's an anime, it's also a video game. So, this is the 2025 anime. Not to be confused with the 2011 anime, I believe. Sorry, I was just blowing my nose. So, it's me, the Amazing World of Autistic Fanboy 2002, coming at you with another review. So, today I'm doing a review on Devil May Cry, came out in 2025. So, the plot is about where the White Rabbit steals the amulet from the museum, or from a castle, or whatever, and then it's up to Dante to stop the White Rabbit from unleashing hell into the real world with the help of Darkcom, and that's basically what the plot is. Now, guys, let me tell you something. I've watched the original Devil May Cry anime series, and I've also liked the games, so... Oh yeah, Devil May Cry, so... Yeah, this is actually based on the video games by Capcom, the same company that made Resident Evil, Street Fighter, and many other games, so... I love the Devil May Cry video games. And they also made Monster Hunter as well. I mean, the Monster Hunter Guild Netflix series is good, but the live action movie is a piece of... Yeah, the Monster Hunter movie from 2020 sucked. Monster Hunter Guild from Netflix is way better. No offense, but... You have Dante, who is voiced by Ichigo Kurosaki. Johnny Young Bosch, I believe. Yeah, he's the same guy who did the dub voice actor for Ichigo Kurosaki in the Bleach anime. Yeah, because he also did the voice of one of the characters in Devil May Cry 5. He goes, "Hi, I'm Ichigo Kurosaki." He goes, "I've heard enough of your nonsense." Yeah, it's me doing Ichigo's voice from Bleach. Yeah, Dante is voiced by the same actor who did the voice of Ichigo in Bleach, so... And you also have Mary, but Dante always calls him Lady. And Mary goes, "Just call me Mary!" So, the fight scenes were pretty good. I really like the bit where Dante was getting his dessert served at the cafe. And then all of a sudden a truck crashes in, and then Dante managed to rescue all the customers that were about to get hit by the truck. And all of a sudden it was caused by the shape-shifting demon. Then Dante fights the shape-shifting demon, and then all of a sudden the shape-shifting demon gets away. And then the Darkcom comes in and then takes Dante away, and then all of a sudden the White Rabbit attacks Darkcom, and then Dante breaks free and then tries to get to the White Rabbit, and all of a sudden he ends up getting his whole face swollen. And then all of a sudden Dante gets captured again on the president's plane, and then all of a sudden the red and the blue demon fight Dante, and then Dante finally defeats the red and the blue demon. And then Dante managed to save everyone falling to their doom after the plane explodes. And then we'll get to the bit where the backstory of how Mary joined Darkcom and how the man became the White Rabbit. So, yeah, we'll get to that bit soon. And then Dante gets taken into custody again by Darkcom. And then, oh wait, scratch that. I've already said that. And then Mary defeats the plant demon and the shape-shifting demon. But then, so during Mary's childhood, while she sees that her father was working on a very terrible experiment, which is a demon experiment, and then her father turns into a demon and then causes Mary to burn down the house, and then White Rabbit, who was once a human, and then he got bullied a lot by his family, and then he gets taken to a portal or to a demon dimension, which made him cough a lot because the air is toxic to humans. Just like in Avatar with the Pandora, the moon of Pandora, like the air in Pandora is toxic to humans. So I'm looking forward to Avatar 3, which is Fire and Ash. So I've enjoyed the first two movies, and I definitely can't wait for the third Avatar movie. So sorry if I'm being off topic. So back to the topic, and then White Rabbit puts on the mask. Alright, no, I'll get to that soon. And then one of his childhood friends dies due to an illness, and then all of a sudden White Rabbit brings his people to the real world, and then Darkcom murdered his people, and then which made him very mad, and he wanted to get revenge, and he made something to protect him, and then managed to put on... He survived the explosion, and he had this device on his chest, and then had to put on a White Rabbit mask to cover his burnt face. A bit like with Darth Vader from Star Wars when he had to wear a mask and a helmet to cover the burnt face. A bit like that. Bit like... And also Shredder from Ninja Turtles as well. The 2012 series, so... Yeah, much like that. And then, during the final battle where White Rabbit rips his rabbit mask off to reveal his true identity, and then Dante managed to defeat the winged demon by destroying the portal device, and then he gets half of his face cut off, and then Dante fights the White Rabbit, and then the White Rabbit gets away, then also White Rabbit turns into his true form. And then, yeah, I don't think White Rabbit was in the video games. White Rabbit, yeah, he's not in the games. I think he might. Can you let me know in the comments if he's in the games or not? Because I love the video games. I love the Devil May Cry games. I've got a question. Is White Rabbit not in the video games? Can you let me know in the comments? So, yeah, I've already said that. So, sorry if I'm repeating myself. Sorry, the dogs are barking. Sorry about that. There were dogs barking, so just ignore the background. So, White Rabbit turns into his true form, and Dante and Mary finally defeat the White Rabbit, and then Mary tranquilizes Dante and then puts him into into an ice prison So, and then Dante's brother shows up, yeah, on a cliffhanger, which leads to a potential for season 2. Now, guys, I really enjoyed this series. I give this series a 9 out of 10. It's a masterpiece, and I can't wait for season 2. So, hope you guys like my review on Devil May Cry, and stay tuned for my review on The Accountant 2.